Hi guys, it's Melody Lane. In this video, I'm going to put together this card that I cut on my Cricut Explorer. Isn't that cool? These are all Cricut images. I'm also going to show you how I use these chalks. These are the earth tone ones I used on the teddy bear. Isn't it cute? Keep watching.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Okay, before I put the entire card together, I want to put together the things that go on top of it. So this is a teddy bear. This teddy bear is from Valentine Sweets, and it's in Cricut Access. And I'm going to be using these chalks. I've used these chalks in some of the older videos that I've done. I haven't used them lately. And this is the earth tone shades. I have bright shades and shimmer shades and metallic ones. But I thought for this project, this one would be great. And it comes with this little tool and all these little white pom-poms we use for these. Okay, so I'm just going to set this here. Now, this is all the pieces I need for this teddy bear. I saw some of these pieces, like these two. I'm like, what are those? Don't know what those are. But I figured it out. They're the hands that are holding the heart. Because I used Cricut paper, can you see the texture on that? On the Cricut paper, one side is textured and one side is not. So that helps which is the top and which is the bottom of the paper. But first, before we glue everything together, I want to shade it just a little bit. I want to shade the heart. And the mat I'm using is not a sticky mat. I removed all the adhesive off of it. And instead of resticking it and using it again, I thought, I'm just going to keep it like this so I can use it as a cutting mat, not in the Cricut. And shading it like this just gives it a little bit of a 3D effect. And I'm using this one up here. I think that works good. And I know I've been asked in the past, but does that just wipe off with your finger? No, not really. See, it's still on there. And I don't really see it on my finger. It is on the cutting mat now. And it's not coming off of that either. Let's test it with a baby wipe. Yep, it comes off with a baby wipe. Now this one is the bear's nose up here. So I think I'm going to use this one. And I'm just going to go around the very edge. Just of the top. And then I will do the same thing around the insides of the feet. Just a tad, not a lot. You can get these chalks at Amazon. It's where I get them. I'll put a link below to all the chalks I have. Okay, I'm gonna try this one to maybe go around the outside of the bear. Okay, now let's put the teddy bear together. This comes like this, and the eyes are cut out, and really this back piece is only for the eyes. But it makes it easier, so you don't have to put the eyes on. And I'm going to stick this through my 3-inch Zyron. I got these from HSN, and you just stick them in here. Top part facing up, and you pull this. So you just stick that in and pull it out here. That's it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this through too. And then you rip it up. And you go around all the edges to make sure there's no adhesive. Make sure don't have it in the eyes. And this is a really good thing for the score tool. If you go around the edge of it with your score tool from the Cricut Explorer or anything like this, you won't have adhesive on the edges. So you just rip that up and you have adhesive on the whole thing. Then you have to get this placed on perfectly because you don't have much wiggle room. Once you get it down, it's down. And I think I did pretty well there. Now this heart will be almost completely covered up by the red heart. So I'm just gonna try to get this on here evenly. Place this on the heart. So now I got to figure out which one goes with what foot. This one's bigger, so I think it's going to go on this one. This one's a different size. Let's put here. And that fits there. And I forgot the nose. I'm just going to go ahead and use the Zig two-way glue. And stick that on there. There we go. Isn't he cute? Let's do the best friends. This file is called Best Friends. It's from the cartridge Something to Remember. I don't think it's in the subscription. And I am sharing this file with everyone who supports me on Patreon. And if this file is not available to people, I will create this file without this image on it and without the flowers underneath it because they're one image. But I have the card-based file by itself without this on it. So you can create your own. Okay guys, during my editing process, I decided I'm gonna look up this cartridge because I think it might be a circle cartridge. And I was correct. You cannot buy this image individually. If you don't own the cartridge Something to Remember, you cannot buy that image Best Friends by itself. You have to own it to even see it in Design Space. So if you don't own this cartridge, you cannot use this completed set. So I will create a file without that picture on there. Just so you know, you can get this cartridge with the Circle membership. It's $79.99. This is a Circle membership exclusive cartridge. And that includes 10% off everything at Cricut.com. That means if something's on sale, you still get 10% off. This means if you have Cricut Access, the subscription to Cricut Design Space, you also get 10% off with Cricut Access. So if you have Cricut Access and Cricut Circle membership, you get 20% off the top of everything. So if it's on sale, if a cartridge is on sale, for $9.99, you can get it for $7.99. And then if you use the codes I share a discount code and free shipping every month. So pay attention to me on Facebook and Twitter. Just ask me anytime and I'll share it. So you get that discount also. So you really save a lot of money. If you have the Cricut Access, you might be able to get this for less than $79.99. You also get free shipping on all orders over $50 at Cricut.com. Now, I give a discount code that gives you free shipping anyway. That code doesn't work for Canada, but Cricut Circle membership does. So if you live in Canada, you can get Cricut Circle membership and get free shipping for orders over $50. This has a lot of really nice images. This here is the image that I've used. Like I said, if you don't have this cartridge, you can't use it. But look at all these cool ones. There's really a lot on this cartridge. And these are not printed ones. You can set them to print, but they're regular cut files. And there's font too. Now, if you already have the Circle membership, you cannot purchase this one until your Circle membership expires. So you can only have, oh my gosh, that's a toilet. That's a toilet. That is funny. I never noticed it. You can only buy one Circle membership cartridge a year. Look at the teeth, braces. So you have to wait until your membership is up. And new cartridges come out usually in August for the Circle membership. So there'll be a new one to choose in August, but you can't buy it until this one is over. So make sure it's a cartridge you want to buy. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. So this won't be very difficult. I'm going to stick them through the Zyron machine. And I've had people ask me, how do I support you to get your files? Well, my Design Space files are a perk for people who support me on Patreon for making videos. That way, I can spend more time making tutorial videos and helping more people this way. And as a perk, they get my files. There's a link below on where you can go to support me for just $1, and you'll still get all of my files. And I'm going to go through and do this. The link to this file will be in the description below in my video. You will have to be a supporter to me on Patreon to get access to the files. So there is an order that you put these down on. So this one will go down first. Isn't this nice? It's kind of easier than gluing. They do have sizes of machines all the way up to 12-inch. Okay, there's the little friends hugging each other. This is from Phrases cartridge. It says feel better soon. You have it in 3 different colors, and to make it easier, I'm just gonna stick them all in here. So I'm gonna show you sticking these in. Gotta make sure it's touching the sticky part. And you can just pull. So I'm just pulling this on this end. Okay, let's put on this part first. There. Feel better soon. Now here's the other part of the best friends image. And I think for this one I'm just gonna use the Zig glue. This is also the same glue I used to restick my mat, but I used the broader tip one for that. And I do have a video on that if you want that. Let's add a little bit to this one too. Just going with a little bit darker green that will be around the bottom of the image. Okay, let's do the letters. I don't think I'm gonna shade the letters. Should I? I wish you guys could answer me back live. I don't think I'm going to. I probably should, but I'm not. Let's see your projects. I would love to see people make things with this file. I did not invent this card, although this one with the hugs, I made that all up on my own, but the base card design I did not invent. I didn't invent most of the card designs I've done. I have a few of them, but most of them, no. I don't know if anyone has the copyright on any of these card bases, but I did get directions to create this from a blog, and I'll try to find that blog. It's in German, so you have to translate it. And all the measurements are in centimeters. So I had to translate that also. So I translated that from centimeters to inches, and then I kind of went off that. I kind of made some of the measurements my own because I had to fit it in Cricut Design Space. I don't know, I changed the measurements a little bit. Okay, got the letters ready. Now let's put together the card. Okay, this is going to be the front of the card. And I could totally go around these edges, but I'm not. That will be a really long video if I do that. This is going to go here, and this is going to go here. And I'm just going to use this. This is going to be the front of the card. Isn't that nice? I love it. Okay, now we have this piece. This is the back of this piece because we use this to put the card together. So this is the back. And then this will be the front. And we have all of these that will go on here. So I'm gonna put the hugs all on here and do that really fast. Okay, before we stick those squares on, we need to fold this. And there's a certain way to fold it. On this piece, you want to fold it in half, so this is facing up. And then fold these back. And you'll see the Cricut Explorer scored them. Sometimes you can't see the score lines very well until you bend it. But it just makes it easier to score. And you can take this. Now remember, this is the back. This is the top. I got my G ready. And I want to center it in between the score lines. Trying to line these up here to make sure they're all straight. There, so this is gonna fold out like that. Okay, now I'm gonna do the other pieces that will go inside the card, and this is not going there. I'm gonna put this here, and I'm just gonna use the zig glue for this one. Some of it may have dried, so I'm going to go back over a little bit, pushing down on this, and it just leaves a few dots to make it stick better. And I'm not centering it with this up here because you don't see a lot of this. And then the teddy bear will be on this one. And this is nice and big, so I'll stick this on. So here is this. If you have this found, you don't want this writing on here, you can take that off. You can detach this from Design Space, and you don't have to put that. I just put that there to help you. Okay, so I'm going to put adhesive right on top of where it says glue here, but I really shouldn't do that yet. Let's go ahead and fold this. Can you see the fold lines? What we're going to do is put this in half. And there is a score line right down the center. So it's easier to do without the glue there. Okay, Okay, and then there's an X here of score lines. So you want to score those and score this one. So there, you have all the score lines, and this is going to fold like this. See how that folds? This is what's going to make it pop out. This will be here. Let's go ahead and put that in there. I know. So when you close the card, it's going to close up like this. So let's finish the best part now. Let's add the glue or adhesive. Now, it's kind of hard to get this on and get it straight, especially on camera. So that's why I went ahead, because I did a practice one of these. I'm like, this is really hard to get straight. I want to make this easy for everyone. So what I did is I added this little X here. So we're turning this over. So this is the back. Oh, don't do it upside down, right? So I'm gonna do it like this. And yeah, make sure you're doing it the right way. Okay, and now I'm gonna bend this like this. And we're gonna line up the center, and you can see the center point right here where these two score lines meet, and this is pointing right to it. So we're going to put that right there in the center. Okay, and then we're going to fold this over, and there we go. We have adhesive here and here, or if you have it turned around this way, it's here and here in the same spots. When it closes, it's going to close like this. How cool is that? Isn't it cool? This would go to somebody who's not feeling well. They're sick, they're sad, they're going through a depression. Okay, so now let's put the base of the card down. Now this base is really easy. It's just a score line here. And this is an A2 size card. And for the front of the card, we're going to put this on it like this. Now you could make this card, make the image go the other way. I'd use a different image. And you can have it open up and say something up and down this way. So that's just another option. Okay, now the tricky part to getting this in here and straight. And I put it so it fits in side, so it puts a little border around it. So what we're gonna do, make sure it's going the right way. I'm gonna flip this over and I'm gonna put adhesive on here. And I'm gonna put it starting at the corner here, at the top here in the center. And it's kind of hard to see the center. I'm just trying to line up the sides so they're pretty even. And I think that looks pretty good. So now we have to put adhesive on this side. And all we do is close this side. There. And we open it, and there we have the card. Isn't it so cute? I love this. This would make anybody feel better, wouldn't it? It is kind of bulky. But if you didn't use cardstock like I did, if you just used paper, it would make it this part thinner if you just use paper in here. and it wouldn't be so thick. I've designed another card like this with my digital paper. So I may just do a really quick video with that, and if I do, I'll put a link to that. Or you can see it on social media. I'll make a tiny video to share on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Isn't that cute? Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Hugs to everybody out there watching. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe and comment below. And here's a shout out to a few of the people who support me on Patreon. Love you guys. Bye. Lisa, Janet, Judy, Carla, Deborah, Marty, Cheryl, Patricia, Sandy, Margie, Carol, Denise, Michelle, Tracy, Bonnie, Melissa, Nancy, Rhonda, Joy, June, Trish, Bonnie, Christy, and Jerry. Thanks guys so much.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.